All right, so this is Picking the Hut with Lord the Fly. I'm not going to ask that question first.
Why am I so damn fly? There's no words to describe why I'm so fly. It's
So,
just the way it is.
so talk about your loyalty to your character. Like, I know that you think about, you've thought about Raiden, you've thought about Cabal, you've thought about this. You kind of thought about switching, but you always went back to Nightwolf. Talk about your loyalty to that, your one main.
Well, I was born and raised in America, and Nightwolf is the most Native American I know, so it only makes sense that I pick Nightwolf.
Do you think it's wrong that America took the land back from the Indians?
That's why I play Nightwolf. I think they can hear me if I'm down here.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. If y'all can't hear me, tell me.
Detroit Ballin wants to know, what do you think of my Melina tech that I performed on you?
I think that I can down one hatchet every time and get out of it.
No, I think he's talking about my real Melina tech.
Are you talking about the...
Where I throw your controller to the ground.
Oh, that shit is... Man, that's hard to get out of, dude.
You can get out of it, but it's a little hard.
I mean, I got some new Nightwolf tech coming with a hatchet and the cord of my opponent's controller. So, I think that works pretty much the same way.
All right, people want to know your thoughts of people saying that Nightwolf is definitely the worst in the game or one of the bottom 5 in the game. What do you have to say to those people?
I've never heard that.
Well, I'll be the first to tell you that a lot of prominent players feel that Nightwolf is bottom 5 in this game. So how do you respond to that?
Oh, Slips says that? Well,
Slips is a... he's a big believer that Nightwolf is bottom 5, and I've heard it on his podcast, and I kind of agree with him, but I think that my personal view, and I want to get your take on this, of course, is there's the top 4 or top 5 characters in this game. All of Mortal Kombat, there's top 4, top 5. And then after that, it comes down to every single character is pitted in the same group of class. I think every character is the exact same level, except Jade.
I agree. There's not really an S tier, an A tier, a B, a C, and a D. There's really an A tier and a B tier.
Or A and a B tier. Yeah,
I don't even think.
What? A, B, C, Jade.
Okay, if you want to put it down, I think Jade can be very good if nobody uses her. Nobody's put in the time with her the way I put in the time with Nightwolf.
That's true.
I fail to believe that she has no value in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I think there's an A tier and a B tier, and then it's just matchups at that point. It's all about matchups.
I'm a big proponent that I think this game has top 4, top 5, and then everyone else in the game can be made to be better than they are by the player. I think Nightwolf is best played by Lord of the Fly.
I agree. First of all, Tom Brady's full of shit on so many levels. Him saying that Jax is S++ tier, I can enhance choke out of overhead. Oh, I got a chair now.
Yeah, but you're going to get high. Dude, that's not going to work.
It's okay. They can see me do this. Can y'all see this okay? Y'all see that? Uh-oh. All right, I'll crash down here like this.
Yeah.
So, Tom Brady's full of shit on so many levels. First time I met Tom Brady, I was kind of like, all right, let me see how this guy is. He's a real a-hole. Him saying that Jax is S++ tier just means that he doesn't know how to beat Jax. That's what that means. It means that he has trouble with Jax, and there's definitely an overpowered element to Jax being in the corner. But
these are the last matches here, okay, for the casual play.
But the point of Jax, he's so beatable. He's just like Nightwolf. He's just got a couple better traps than Nightwolf has. That's it. Nothing big.
Yeah, I mean, I've been big on saying that I think Jax and Nightwolf are basically the same character, except that Jax has a little bit more tools, and he actually has a true low. He's a true low starter.
Yeah,
I think Nightwolf and Jax have the similar footsie, simimer damage, except for corner damage from Jax.
If Nightwolf's forward 3 was a low, they'd be the same character minus the cancelable ground pound.
Yep.
If Nightwolf had a low forward 3 and a cancelable lightning,
top 5.
I mean, it would be
top 5.
No question.
It would be stupid.
S++ tier.
So what are your expectations for final round, and who are you looking forward to playing the most?
You know what? I'm really looking forward to just getting out of the Atlanta scene and playing people from all over. You know, Evo was so great because I got to play people that I've talked to online for years, and I think my reputation precedes me about how much I hate online.
Yeah.
So this be a testament to all you haters out there. I fucking hate online.
Yeah, let it be known that, I mean, I'll be the first to say, Mike Lure the Fly does not do very well online. However, and it's very true, but however, he can come here and beat ATL Red, Clint the Beast, and he could beat me. He could beat anybody. I mean, I'm just saying that I think that Lure the Fly is very underappreciated, and Nightwolf is very underappreciated. So they go well together. See, we got a question for you.
Please ask me this question.
The truth says, Pig, ask him about the Maxter and Crazy Dominican. Both think Jax is best in the game. Do you think Jax is best in the game? Why or why not?
I don't think Jax is the best in the game. I think that depending on the matchup, you got 3 characters that rule this game, and that is Katana, Melina, and Cabal.
Yeah.
Those 3 characters alone can all beat Jax. Maybe Melina might have more trouble because she has no armor properties.
Yeah, neither does Katana.
She has armor on her square boost.
Oh, okay. Does she?
Yep. But she can get out of pressure that way. And that's the thing is, you know, on a knockdown, yeah, she's kind of screwed in the corner, but so is everybody, unless you have a breaker.
Yeah.
If you know what you're looking against, what you're fighting against, you can avoid it. If you know you're fighting against Cyrax, save your breakers for that 2-2 net string bullshit, you know? You just got to know what you're fighting against. And I think Jax is no different. I know that with Nightwolf, I can do a enhanced choke and armor through his forward 4 overhead. Yeah. I know that I can do that, no problem. I can't do it online, but I can do it offline like it's a charm. Yeah. But I can't duck the forward 4-1-3 string. I can't duck 1, so I got to use armor through it. It's the way it works. Save meter for that.
Who do you think the best 5 players are that are playing MK in tournaments right now?
The best 5 players?
Yeah, the best 5 players, not characters. Best 5 players.
Detroit first. I'd say CD Junior and Rio would be maybe a tie for second. It's hard for me to pick between.
I agree. That's tough. I think all 3 of them are kind of equal.
I think Mr. Molina is up there somewhere. I don't know if I'd put him 3rd or 4th. I'm just saying he's in the top 5, I think.
Yeah. I mean, who would be your 5th? You gonna give it a Perfect Legend?
Hell no. What has he done? He played the tournament in its earliest stage, and with all of Kung Lao's greatness that he had back then, he has no respect. He has none of my respect until he earns it back. None of it.
So who would you put in that 5th spot? Tom Brady?
Hell no. This is Tom Brady. Tom Brady says, I get top 8 at every tournament I go to, except the biggest one, NEC.
And Evo.
And Evo.
So
the big tournaments, he loses.
All right. So who would you put in that 5th spot?
That's a hard one, man. I mean,
what about 16-bit?
I mean,
he's a great player.
I haven't really seen him play much other than Devastation, and Mr. Molina won, so I've given that spot to Mr. Molina.
Okay.
And I can't put 2 katanas back to back. I mean, they'd probably be up there together. There's just too many players that are so good at this point. At this point, there are great players, and then there are excellent players above that.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's a very fine line. You got very few excellent players. Yeah. But you got hundreds of great players. Wow. And it's really hard to put those great players in that excellent level until they really earn it. Because, top 3, top 8 in the tournament, you see maybe the top 4 names are always the same. Top 3 names are always the same. Yeah. But not those same people are going to the next tournament. But the top 8 names always change.
Let me give you some ideas about the 5th spot of the top 5 players. See what you think. Maybe I can help. Eric Warda.
He stopped. I talked to him on Facebook. He said he stopped playing the game for a while. He's focusing on Marvel right now.
What about Crazy Dominican?
I mean, his katana's up there with the best of them, but he hasn't really shown it recently.
What about Maxter?
I got respect for Master Cyrax.
Maxter Cyrax scares the shit out of
I'm
me.
definitely intimidated by that Cyrax.
I'm a little intimidated. We're gonna put him number 5.
We'll give a Cyrax player number 5.
All right, cool.
down with that.
That sounds good. So we completed Lord of the Flies top 5 MK player list.
You know, if Warda was still playing though, Eric Warda would be in my top 5.
I absolutely agree. I came away from Evo thinking that Maxter. Maxter's great, but at Evo. Eric Warda was the most intimidating player I played all weekend.
I did well against Eric Warda at Evo.
I did not do well in casuals.
He beat you, what, 5-0?
No, 3-0.
3-0?
It would have been
We
5-0.
played like 20 matches. I think he won maybe, I don't know, 12. I won 8 maybe? He won, but it was close.
Let me ask you about, would you put Morty Seinfeld on that list, top 5?
You know, there's so many Sonyas right now that are so good. I think him and Ryu 48, as well as Clint the Beast.
But he beat Ryu 48.
It's the same thing with Mr. Molina and
16-bit.
16-bit. It's hard to just put one over the other because the characters. CD Junior's up there because he's a person that put Jax on the map. He's a person that put Rain on the map.
Yeah.
Detroit's up there obviously because he's the only Shang player worth mentioning.
At all. Anytime someone picks Shang on me, I laugh. Unless his name's Detroit Ballin'. If it's Detroit Ballin', I'm like, shit. But any other person that picks Shang on me, I'm like, I play Detroit Ballin', fool.
Yeah.
This is about to be free as hell.
Alex Vale? Who is that guy? I've never even heard of him before.
Alex is the one that beat Detroit at Evo.
I know, dude.
He's
trolling.
Yeah, he didn't even play the damn game. He's not.
At Evo, Detroit put me out. He knocked me out of the tournament. And he knows the whole. Y'all probably know the story about that, but.
Yeah, I think it's old news.
Different day.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this interview with Lord of the Fly. We're going to give him a big congratulations. Well, I think it was a massive. Although we had 16 entries tonight.
Very small tournament.
I don't care. He beat the number 10 player in the world, ATL Red, as according to his ratings, and beat Clint the Beast. Beat a lot of good people tonight. I mean, this is a tough scene down here. It's tough. I get 4th tonight, but I got to walk away feeling good because these guys are tough. You guys have any more questions for Lord of the Fly? Red Degen wants to know, how nervous were you in the battle with Clint?
That's actually a pretty funny story because Clint came over to my house probably a week ago.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And me, him, Walker, Jimmy Von Viti. It was Friday night after Pig and you guys left for
NEC?
NEC in Philly.
Do what?
We're going to have to start putting them on somebody's tabs.
Oh, no.
Then we got to...
We're cutting it out.
Yeah, we're just finishing an interview, and then we're cutting it off. Okay.
Guys,
Y'all can turn
we
this
got the
off.
last game, okay?
But me and Clint were playing a lot of games, and we actually traded a lot of wins at first. It was back and forth, and then he started to download me. You know who he downloaded me with?
Who?
Noob.
Oh, wow.
Why do you think he picked Noob on me first time?
Well, it makes sense. I mean, that's why I picked Noob on me, because I picked Kenshi.
Well,
It's a
and that's
shit
the thing.
matchup.
Noob and Nightwolf. Why didn't I come to NEC? First of all
3 questions.
Okay.
And why are you white?
No, I'm gonna read the first one. Yo, Mike, you're a beast, dude. Keep it up. I like that one. Lord of the Fly, why didn't you come to NEC? I was in Jacksonville like the day after NEC, and I was leaving on Monday when Pig and them in the van were coming back, so it wouldn't have worked. You thought I was black? That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm the whitest kid you've ever met. I'm sorry, that sounded racist.
That sounded terrible.
I didn't mean it like that.
That sounded so bad.
I've always been white. Of course I'm favorable to white people. Not that I don't like black people. I love black people. All right, nobody quote me on that. I feel bad about that.
That's hilarious. That is not getting edited out. Lord of the Fly is going to be known as the Indian racist. That's funny.
But he downloaded me with Noob. So,
Okay.
I mean, he picked Noob on me, and he beat me 2 games. I was like, all right, shit, well, I'm either going to pick Raiden, or I'm going to stick with my guns and go to Nightwolf.
Yeah. So that's TS7, by the way. Arturo Sanchez says
Who
Lord of the
is?
Fly in NYC Furby. Lord of the Fly. That's Arturo. That's Arturo.
Arturo, okay, gotcha.
Lord of the Fly holding it down for the white players in esports.
That's right, that's the way I roll.
Celebrate Lord of the Fly, or cyber athlete Lord of the Fly. Lord of the. Someone's calling you Lord of the Races.
Don't do that, man. Come on.
That's awesome. All right, real quick, we're going to close up this interview with your predictions for who is winning SCR this weekend and who is winning final round.
I'm winning final round.
All right, so Lord of the Fly is predicting he's winning final round.
What am I going to say? I'm going to go. I live in Atlanta. I'm going to go to final round and lose.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, last question. Let me give you some entrants that are going to be at the tournament SCR, and you tell me who wins. I'm going to give you like 10 or 15 real quick. Let's see who we start with. Shijinky Dink?
Yes.
Tyrant?
No, not Shijinky Dink. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
Lucky Dink, but no.
Shijinky Dink, Tyrant, Wonder Chef, Crazy Bone.
No.
No, all those. Killer Wrath. Oh, no, not Killer Wrath. His name's Wrath. Marvaz, Shuriken. Detroit might go. Rio is going.
Detroit Rio Grand Finals. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Rio might take it.
Okay.
Because he's going to download Shang Tsung, and he's going to be ready for that match.
But do you really think that he's going to stick with Shang Tsung for the Cabal matchup?
I don't know. Then, I mean, it's a toss-up at that point.
Oh, 16-bit's going as well.
He might make it in the top 4.
My prediction for SCR, check this out. 16-bit versus Rio, Grand Finals. If Detroit goes, though, it's going to be Detroit ballin' in Rio in the finals.
I think Detroit and Rio in the Grand Finals is very likely.
Yep.
The way Detroit played at NEC made me want to cry. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, Detroit was beautiful with Shang Tsung.
Because I played Shang until I saw his Shang, and then I dropped Shang after that. So
Michelangelo, I've heard, is not going. So he cannot be mentioned.
And Perfect Legend should join a club called I Don't Play This Game Anymore club. Because they don't go to tournaments anymore.
Well, Michelangelo, through Twitter, via Twitter, has definitely said that next year he is definitely getting back in the tournament scene. And I was hoping he would start off with SCR, but you know what? Maybe he's going to start off in final round. I think Michelangelo will probably come to the final round. So, I don't know. Maybe Michelangelo, Lord of the Fly, Grand Finals, final round.
Dude, I money matched Michelangelo at Evo. It was like it was the worst thing ever.
Did he beat you?
5-0.
Oh, okay.
I've learned a little bit since then. I picked up Cabal after that.
Yeah.
And I still play Nightwolf, but.
All right, this is Pick of the Hut with Lord of the Fly, and we're out. Enjoy, guys.